Welcome to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Griffith.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, on the internet at RSN YouTube, Facebook.com/Region Sports, and RegionSports.com. We come to you today from Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point, Indiana, as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. I'm Leo Stodder. I'll have the call for you for this matchup between Florence Navy, hailing from Alabama, and the host team, Panama. We'll step aside and join our public address announcer for the announcement of Panama's starting lineup and the national anthem, so stick around.
For our home team, Panama. Leading off, number 11, Adrian Gonzalez. Playing left, batting second, number 22, Diego Bartoli. At first, number 30, Ian Vargas. Batting cleanup, number 15, Ernesto Suarez. Pitching, number 1, Adriel Gutierrez. And rounding out that battery, number 54, Noah Campos. Number 10, Liam Alvarado. Today's EH, number 24, Cesar Jaramillo. Playing center field, number 2, Juan Parada. Playing right field, number 20, Lucas Padilla. Substitute, number 77, Axel Valdez. And our coaching staff for Panama, head coach, Sebastian Arroyo. His trusted assistants, Kevin Rios and Vladimir Cesares. Now, if everybody would please stand and kindly remove your caps for the playing of the Babe Ruth Pledge and our national anthem.
And we're just about ready to play ball here at Jerry Ross Park. We've got a great one on hand here between Panama and Florence. Should be a good way to start off the day here. Both teams enter at 1-2 in pool play, so there's a lot to play for here. Trying to get to 400 and kind of vault your way up the standings here, as after today, the top 3 teams from each pool will advance to the next portion of the tournament. So we'll take a look at the Florence Navy wearing, well, both teams are wearing red, white, and blue, but we'll go to the team wearing red, white, and blue out of the first base dugout. Tate Beck is leading off, playing second base. Eli Jenkins batting second, playing first. Caden Mitchell is playing shortstop, batting third. Griffin Hill will be the starting pitcher. He's batting cleanup. Corinthian Stewart is batting fifth, playing third. Ridge Moody is behind the plate, batting sixth. John Jordan is batting seventh. He'll be playing out in center field. Bryce Kackelman is playing left field, batting eighth. And Graham Griffith will be in right field, batting ninth. Florence is coached by Brock Beck. They are looking to start things off offensively here with Beck, Jenkins, and Mitchell. On the mound for Panama is Adriel Gutierrez from left to right. And the corner infielders are Alvarado at third and Vargas at first. Suarez and Gonzalez make up the middle infield. Gutierrez will be firing balls and strikes at Campos behind the plate. Outfield from left to right will be composed of Bartoli, Barada, and Padilla. We'll have their offensive lineup in the bottom half of this inning, but we are getting ready to play ball here. It's a good day for baseball, just shy of 10 o'clock here in Crown Point. As we take a look at the weather forecast here. Brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Today's forecast, it's going to be a sunny one here at Crown Point. 74 degrees here at first pitch, but it's going to keep getting warmer after that. A estimated high of 83 degrees, which we'll be seeing peak around 4 o'clock. That's the game night forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Getting ready here in mid-August here. Nice to still have some competitive baseball going on, depending which team you may cheer for professionally. Those days might be over for you this summer, so you can take in this ball game and see some good baseball here in Crown Point between Florence and Panama. I know for myself as a White Sox fan, really haven't had much fun baseball to watch this summer, so have had to go to other mediums to consume that. So hoping to see some good ball here today. And we should be expecting that. This is a good tournament here. Really cool when you can see teams from all over the world come and play here. Mix things up right before the school year starts. So Panama in the field. As mentioned, both teams wearing red, white, and blue. Mostly dark blue jerseys for Panama, red sleeves, and some white striping down the sides as well. White numbers on front and back. Red caps and red socks. A variety of shoe colors as well. We see the pitcher Gutierrez has some nice red and white and blue sneakers. I think the left one is red, the right one is blue. It's a cool look. So Tate Beck gets ready to start us off here. Left-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. Or right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. Panama coming in at 1-2. They were defeated by New Canaan and the Oahu Prospects and had a 6-4 win over Eastside in their last game. First pitch from Gutierrez. He shows bunt. Beck taps it down over to the pitcher. He throws to first, not in time. First pitch bunt from Beck, and he'll skedaddle over to second base where he will stop. So just like that, the visitors have a runner on second to get things started off here. That'll bring Eli Jenkins up here, the left-handed hitting first baseman. So the first pitch from Gutierrez fired in at 10:03. Now he goes through his windup. Jenkins shows bunt, taps it over just in front of the plate. The third baseman picks it up, fires over to first. He will record the out, but Beck was able to advance over to third base, so the sacrifice play puts a runner just one station away from home plate. Carden Mitchell makes his way up to the batter's box. Left-handed, right-handed hitting shortstop. So one out here in the top of the first inning. Still scoreless. First pitch inside for ball one. Beck is the runner on third base. So the corner infielders are in a bit for Panama, and he cracks this one. Bounces at the edge of the infield and rolls out to left field. Beck comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Mitchell. And just like that, Florence is on the board here. They lead 1-0 in the top of the first. So that's where the strategy aspect, having your leadoff hitter lay down the bunt, and then the sacrifice play to advance him, and then you get a good contact hitter up there who's just able to cash in that run. Here's Griffin Hill as that ball is low and outside. Advancing over to second base is Jenkins. But the bunt at all levels of baseball can be such a useful play because it forces the infielders to have to think. It throws a variable in there. Gutierrez goes through the windup. This one cracked foul down the right field line. But, you even see it high school, college, and the pros. It throws depending where runners are on bases. There's so many variables, and it's a good strategic element based on where it's able to be placed down. And we saw Florence go with back-to-back bunts to start off the ball game. So 1-2 is the count with one away and a runner on second base. Gutierrez kicks and fires. That one skips towards home, and we'll see Mitchell now make his way over to third base. So 2-1 is the count for Hill at the plate. Runner on third base. Here's the pitch from Gutierrez. That one taken for a strike, so count will be even at 2 apiece. Griffin Hill will be the starting pitcher for Florence. So one pitcher throws to another. Here's the pitch from Gutierrez. This one put in the air towards second base, backing up for it. And this one drops in shallow right field. In to score is Mitchell. And Hill ends up on second base.
Next up, third baseman, number 3, Corinthian Stewart.
So the visitors getting the start they wanted here. Florence with a 2-0 lead here with one out here in the top of the first. Corinthian Stewart is up now with a runner in scoring position. Stewart will be playing third base for Florence. And here's the pitch from Gutierrez. He shows bunt, taps that one in the air, and it goes foul on the third base side. So the corner infielders will be playing creeping up, anticipating a bunt, I should say. Count 0-1. Here's the pitch from Gutierrez. This one put in the air foul towards the third base dugout, out of play. So now Stewart is behind 0-2. So now we see the Third baseman and first baseman return back to their normal depth. Center fielder shaded over to his right. And Stewart cranks that one down the third baseline. It's fair. Taking a roll to the warning track. Rounding third in to score is Hill. And Stewart ends up on second with an RBI double. That was a good rip there by Stewart to bring in the run and increase the lead to 3-0 for Florence. So now Ridge Moody, the left-handed hitting catcher, steps up trying to keep adding to the crooked number that Florence has put up here in the opening frame. Here's the pitch from Gutierrez, showing bunt. This one's low, and the throw over to third base. It is not. The tag was not applied. It was a close call at third, but the runner is safe. Stewart swipes third. So now Moody, the left-handed batter, will try to bring home Stewart. See the corner infielders moving up a bit. Thinking about a potential sacrifice play. Gutierrez fires. There's the bunt. It goes towards the pitcher. They will throw over to first, and he will be safe. In to score is Stewart. And Moody's going for third. He slides in safely. So another run makes its way across the plate for Florence. It's a 4-0 lead here in the first. And now there will be a conference on the mound. Umpire will be having a discussion with Panama head coach Sebastian Arroyo. I believe something to do with the rubber or how Gutierrez's cleats were positioned. So if you're Florence, this is really the start you wanted here, putting up 4 runs in the top half of the inning. They'll have the 7, 8, 9 hitters waiting in the wings here. Jordan will be the batter when we resume play here.
Now batting, center fielder, number 5.
And still just 1 out and a man on third base. So Florence trying to keep the hit parade going here. Jordan, right-handed batter against Gutierrez, right-handed pitcher. He goes through his windup. This one tapped away foul behind home plate. 0-1. Just a great day for baseball here in Crown Point. Sunny day. Slightly cloudy skies, but nothing too bad as this one's grounded over to third base. He looks and fires the first in time for out number 2. Alvarado makes the throw to Vargas. So now with the runner on third, Panama is 1 out away from escaping here with the damage at 4. Here's Bryce Kackelman, the left-handed hitting left fielder. So for Panama, you just need to get 1 out here, however he may happen upon it, and then try to leave the task to your offense to try to cut into this 4-0 deficit. First pitch from Gutierrez, low for a ball. That's the thing about baseball. No lead is ever insurmountable. Weird things can happen. I mean, in that Cubs game last night, it was a back-and-forth affair going up to 9-8, where the Cubs were up for a bit. Then Cleveland took a big lead. Then the Cubs stormed right back, tied it up, and then Cleveland finished it out. So you never really know with baseball. It can all just change with a sequence of events. The next pitch, taken for a strike, 1-1. You saw that funky play where that one's taken for a strike. The Cubs' third baseman misplayed a potential double play ball that would have ended the inning, and then Cleveland scored 3 more runs after that. So in baseball, the whole train of the game can swing on one beat as that one's fouled away. Momentum is ever changing in this game, so for Panama, while you may be down here in the top half of this inning, get your offense up in the bottom and cook up a comeback. So here's the 1-2. Just misses outside, so twos are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Gutierrez against Kackelman. Here's the pitch. Put in the air. Foul territory on the left field side. This one drifts out of play. So we will redo the 2-2 pitch. So here we go. The 2-2. High and outside for a ball, so the count will be full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the opening frame. Corner infielders at their normal depth with the runner on third. The payoff pitch, lofted towards center field, and it drops rolling towards the track. Moody comes in to score. Scampering over to third base is Kackelman, the tag, and they get him. So the run scores, but the Panama gets out of the inning with the score being 5-0 in favor of Florence. But we'll see how the Panama bats respond to that. Coming up in the bottom half of this inning, stick around. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back. Getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning here for the Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus. Here at Field A at Jerry Ross Park, a great facility here, and we'll be seeing the offense of Panama here to get things going here, and this is how their lineup will read. Adrian Gonzalez, the second baseman, is batting leadoff. Diego Bartoli is playing left field, batting second. Ian Vargas, batting third, playing first. Ernesto Suarez is batting fourth, playing short. Adriel Gonzalez, who we saw as a starting pitcher, is batting fifth. Noah Campos, his battery mate, is batting sixth, playing catcher. Liam Alvarado will be batting seventh, playing third. Juan Parada is batting eighth, playing center field. And Lucas Padilla is playing right field, batting ninth. Grant Hill on the mound for Panama.
Lead off for the bottom of the second of the first, Adrian Gonzalez.
We saw Hill, or Griffin Hill, I should say. Grant Hill, that's somebody else as we get ready to start the bottom half of this inning. But we saw Griffin Hill batting in the cleanup spot. He reached base and drove in a run. in the top of the first inning. His first pitch rifled in for a strike to Gonzalez. Here's the 0-1. That one misses outside. Count evens up at 1-1. So Florence in the field with the red, white, and blue jerseys. Kind of an American flag print on it. You got the stars and stripes going. They're a pretty cool look. Kind of got that look a little stars on the shoulders and the stripes across the torso. White numbers on front and back, and then blue caps and red socks. So 1-2 the count to Gonzalez. This pitch fouled away, so the left-handed hitting second baseman stays alive here. You talk about the pitching matchups. You see Hill on the mound for Florence and Gonzalez on the mound for Panama. The last day of pool play, you want to be strategic with how you use your pitchers, as this one's cracked over to second base, scooped up by Beck, and shoveled over to first for out number 1. So they'll bring Bartoli up with one away and nobody on. Good job by Beck being able to track that one down, get in front of it, and make the toss over to first. So Diego Bartoli up, but with today being the last day of pool play and everything ramping up after this, you want to make sure you keep your pitchers fresh. You don't really get that pitch count up too high because you might need some of these arms later in the week. So you have to think about when you want to go to certain guys. The bunt attempt by Bartoli rolls out of bounds. This baseball is one of the biggest strategic games when it comes to deployment of your pitchers, and that's certainly something to consider today for all the teams we'll be seeing. The 1-1 drops in there for a strike. That was the 0-1, so we'll go 0-2 to Bartoli, the left fielder. Here's the pitch from Hill. Misses outside, so the count now moves to 1-2. And so the biggest key for any pitcher is just to throw strikes, especially that'll keep the pitch count low. As this one's put in play over to Beck at second base. He makes the toss to first in time for out number 1. And that's a good example of that, too. You just throw strikes, you get it put in the infield, but your defense takes care of it behind you. Even if they're putting bats on the ball, it still means you're throwing strikes, and that's certainly better than missing with your pitches and really putting that pitch count up and then having to be out of the lineup for a couple days. So, and now the pitch to Vargas, lofted towards left field, and that one will drop. Vargas keeps the inning alive for Panama. So the home team will have a runner on first base with 2 away. And they'll bring Ernesto Suarez, the shortstop, up, trying to put a run on the board for Panama as they're down 5-0 here, but still plenty of baseball left here. The pitch from Hill. This one chopped over to third base. It takes a skip and rolls foul. So Suarez deep in the right-handed batter's box. Getting ready to face Hill, who delivers towards the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And so Hill, after allowing that base runner on the last at bat, as we were saying, just goes and throws strikes here. Has an 0-2 advantage here with 2 away. And that's in there for a called third strike. So despite allowing the base runner, Florence is able to stifle the offense of Panama in the top or the bottom of the first inning. We're through 1 here where Florence leads Panama 5-0. Stick around. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Top of the second here for this matchup between Panama and Florence. It'll be Griffith, Beck, and Jenkins. A 9-hitter, then they'll flip over to the 1 and 2 to start things off here. Just a reminder that coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. So here's Graham Griffith to start things off here on the top of the second. It's about as good of a first inning as you could ask for from Florence, so they'll see if the offense can keep that going here as we move to the second. And for Gutierrez, going to try to just stay focused, throw strikes, and put some outs on the board. Because that was even though they put up the 5 spot in the first inning, he was still throwing good strikes as Griffith shows bunt there but pulls away. So for any young pitcher, it's just how do you bounce back after an inning where you gave up some runs? That's something you always focus for from high school all the way to the pros, and it's a good learning experience, a good sign of trust from your coach to continue to throw after that. So the next pitch, low for a ball. Count goes 2-0. So Gutierrez continuing to work here against Griffith. Goes through his windup. One misses high for a ball. So Griffith trying to work a walk here. Takes a look over down third base for the sign from his coach. And here's the 3-0. Shows bunt, pulls away. Ball 4, so that'll be a leadoff walk for Griffith. And so now we'll see Tate Beck step up to bat here. He reached base with a bunt in the top of the first to start off the game. So now with a runner on first, you wonder if you'll see a similar type play trying to advance the runner. So Griffith on first, nobody out here as Beck steps into the right-handed batter's box. Middle infielders take a few steps in, but he swings at this one, drives it towards center field, and that one drops, rolling all the way out towards the track. Griffith rounding third, going towards the plate, and he will score. It's an RBI single for Beck.
Base hit brings up number 4.
So Beck wasting no time there, swinging at the first pitch he saw and driving it all the way to center field, makes it 6-0 for Florence. And here's Eli Jenkins up for Florence. And now Sebastian Arroyo will head out to the mound to talk with his pitcher, Gutierrez. Bring the whole infield in. And we will have a pitching change, so we will step aside and let the new Hurler, get ready here. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Liam Alvarado gets ready on the mound for Panama, stepping in relief for Gutierrez. As we talked about, the pitch counts today going to be kind of the game within the game here, as every team's trying to conserve their starters, try to keep guys fresh as we move throughout the week here, with pool play ending today and the tournament really picking up tomorrow. So you want to make sure you have your top arms ready. And that's where we get into what the strength of what makes a good team is, having a roster where really everybody could be called upon to pitch if needed. That's a resource that is still relied upon all the way up until high school, where you want to make sure you are just deep with pitching, because hitting you can figure out as the season goes on, but pitching, if you're short on that early in the year, that's going to be tough to make up. And any team that advances this far surely is deep with pitchers. So we'll see what Alvarado has to work with as he goes through his windup against Jenkins. That one inside gets past the catcher, and advancing to second is Beck. And now Beck moves over to third. And comes in to score there. So Panama continues to add to their lead here in the top of the second. It is 7-0. So now the bases are clear for Jenkins at the plate. And Alvarado fires that one. It's put in the air towards just behind us, as we hear the thud off the roof of the press box here. So that is out of play. Count evens up at 1-1. Alvarado fires towards the plate. This one chopped foul, again behind us, out of play, onto the concourse here. Count goes to 1-2. Action going on at all three fields here at Jerry Ross Park. We're over at Field A as Jenkins slices this one foul. So he's making contact in this at-bat. As we see, Manoa leads Dexter 2-0 in the top of the third over at one of the other diamonds. So the 1-2 pitch from Alvarado to Jenkins. This one put in the air to shallow left field. That one drops just fair. And scooting over to second is Jenkins. The throw, he beats it, so it is a double for Jenkins. With nobody out here in the top of the second, Jenkins has reached base both times he's been up to bat today. So Carden Mitchell, the shortstop, steps up to bat here. He had an RBI single in the first. He'll get to work here with Jenkins on second base. Righty on righty matchup here. Alvarado goes through his windup. This one poked foul, out of play along the right side of the diamond. So 0-1 will be the count to start things off here. Alvarado out of the windup. The 0-1 is outside, so we'll go 1-1. And so for Panama here, it starts with 1 here. Once you get that first out, you can really get some momentum going in this half inning. This one outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count. And obviously, with the runner on second, you think about some possibilities. The ball is put in play. Which base do you throw? You just have to think right now. Go to wherever the easiest play to make is, which would likely be first base. The 2-1 taken for a strike, so that'll make it a 2-2 count. Campos looks the runner back to second and fires back to Alvarado. So here's the breakthrough pitch at 2-2. Mitchell whacks that one foul. Well out of play. Making a lot of contact here in this at-bat. Just trying to straighten one out. And try to drop it where the fielders aren't. Alvarado delivers the 2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, so we'll go full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out with a runner on second base. 2 runs have already come across the plate here in this half inning. So Alvarado trying to keep the damage at just those 2 runs. The payoff pitch. It'll be outside for ball 4, I think. After much delay, Mitchell will head on over to first base. Had to be reminded of that by his teammates.
Griffin Hill.
That'll bring Griffin Hill to the box here with 2 men on and nobody out. Hill, the pitcher for Florence. Alvarado fires that one just outside for ball 1. So Hill trying to help out his own cause here. He drove in a run in the top of the first. Runners on first and second. Alvarado fires this one, put in the air towards right field, backing up for it. And it will land on the grass, rolling all the way out to the track. 1 run will come in. Jenkins scores, sliding safely. Mitchell advances to third. And Hill will end up on second base. Another run comes across the plate for Florence. And that'll bring Corinthian Stewart, who clobbered an RBI double in the first inning. Panama trails Florence 8-0 here in the top half of the second. First pitch to Stewart, taken for a strike. So with both teams being 1-2, this is a big game to start your day off here. You're trying to advance to 500 here, improve to 500, and then advance out of your pool. And this is a good way to start it where you're not chasing games early in the day if you're Florence. If you get to 500 in game 1, then keep just bolstering that record. It could be a good way to try to vault your way up the standings. The 1-1. Poked over to shortstop, the throw to first in time for out number 1. They throw over to third. Close call, but the runner will be safe. Also scampering across the plate is Mitchell. So Florence, despite surrendering the out, was able to chase one in on the ground out. So Stewart gets the RBI there as Mitchell scores. That'll bring Moody up to the plate with 1 out and a runner on third base. Alvarado throws towards the plate. It's low for a ball. So it counts 1-0 to Moody, who reached and later scored in the first inning. He takes a look at that one for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Moody, the catcher for Florence. Florence Navy from Alabama was just reading about the town of Florence. Strong connection to the military there, and so Navy, a fitting name for a team from that town. So that one skips in for ball 4. So it's a 1-out walk for Moody.
Walk brings up number 5, John Jordan.
John Jordan will step in here with runners on the corners. And 1 out. Here comes Arroyo, and they will make another pitching change. So Panama trying to escape this jam here. We will step away and come back to see how they redeploy their players. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Diego Bartoli is the right-hander on the mound for Panama here in the top of the second inning. Bartoli will be tasked with trying to shut things down here with runners on the corner, so you have to think a double play could be in the cards, but you just have to go to whatever out's the easiest to get. The damage has kind of been done in this inning, so you want to just get the safe out instead of maybe overthinking things and missing both potential outs. So you have to think that's part of what head coach Sebastian Arroyo was talking about with his team there on the mound, just not to overthink things, depending if the ball is put in play, or what would be massive here would be a strikeout as that one's fired towards the plate. They throw down a second, and they're going to get him in a bit of a rundown, chasing him back to the bag, and now the run comes towards the plate. Hill will score. Stuck in the rundown is Moody, and he will get back safely after all that. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to score that. There was a lot of moving parts there, but Moody just narrowly evaded the tag. Panama thought they had him, and I think that's what Sebastian Arroyo will talk about here. So Moody tried to steal second. The throw beat him down, and then so he started shuffling back to first base, got caught in the rundown. While that was going on, Hill, the runner on third base, charged towards the plate and scored. And then it looked like, I believe it was the second baseman, almost put a tag on him and might have grazed the jersey a little bit. I think that's what they're talking about here. The umpire signified, just used his hands to signal it was close, just a close margin to call there. And now you see the whole crew talking things over. The runner is out now. So Moody becomes out number 2. And now you have to think for Panama, we were just 1 out away from escaping this inning. That's seen Florence put up a 5 spot, and then you want to get your bats going here in the bottom half of the inning. Here's Jordan at the plate. He's behind in the count 0-1. And for Jordan, that changes your outlook as a hitter now. You come up, you start the at-bat with 2 runners on and 1 out. Now you're up at a point where there's nobody on, and 2 outs. So you're trying to extend the inning and not be the guy that ends this inning that has seen your team get a really good rally going. The 0-1 to Jordan. He checks on it. It'll be called a strike, so he's behind 0-2. And a good bounce back from Bartoli here. Your defense picks up an out for you, and now you're just going at this hitter and throwing strikes. The 0-2 outside for a ball. As a pitcher, you just have to have that short memory. Take things one hitter at a time. You know, if you're stressing over what happened with the last hitter, you're not thinking about the task that you're currently facing. And Bartoli seems to have moved on quickly, just focusing on Jordan. Drops that one just inside for a ball. So 2s across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away here in the top of the second. Bartoli kicks and fires. This one lofted towards right field. Camping under it is Padilla, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But it was a big inning for Florence. They sent 5 across the plate. We're through an inning and a half here, and Florence leads Panama 10-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the half of the inning. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Bottom of the second inning here at Field A, where Eli Jenkins is the new pitcher for Florence. And that catch we saw to end the top of the second, that was a good play by Padilla out in right field. And those are some of the best hands in the business, just like the Bricklayers Local 4 of Indiana and Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. So Eli Jenkins steps on the mound, the left-handed pitcher. I've been told that it is International Left-Handers Day, so it's a good day to put Jenkins on the mound. I'm also left-handed, so that will just felt like sharing that too. Didn't really know where I was going with that, but filling out the scorecard with the left hand, so there's going to be smudges all over this paper, but that's all right because having a lefty out of your bullpen can really be a huge asset at any level of baseball. It's always room for one of those on the staff.
Now on the mound, number 4.
You approach hitters in a different way. The ball comes out of your hand from a different spot than you're looking for. So Jenkins trying to put another 0 on the board here. After Grant Hill put up a scoreless first inning, you have to think maybe Florence playing the chess game a bit here, where they maybe want to use Hill either later today or tomorrow, so they wanted to keep his pitch count low, and will call upon Jenkins here to carry things on here in a game where they're up by 10 runs. So maybe preserve one of your key pitchers for later in the tournament. Jenkins delivers his first pitch. Inside for a ball to Gutierrez. The 1-0. Low for a ball. So Gutierrez with a couple of good takes. He's ahead in this count. 2 balls, no strikes. lefty on righty matchup here. Jenkins fires that one in for a strike. That'll make it 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Gutierrez taps that one low for a foul ball. Florence put up a 5 spot in their first 2 half innings, and now Panama trying to answer here as we move into the bottom of the second. Gutierrez swings over that one for strike 3, and he will be out number 1, which will bring Noah Campos up,
Now batting,
the catcher.
54, Noah Campos.
And so Jenkins trying to retire him. This one sliced away foul. So Jenkins ahead 0-1. So we got all kinds of baseball on deck here. We look over Noah leading Dexter 6-0 in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss for strike 2. There will be plenty of games going on after this one as we'll look ahead in just a bit. As soon as I pull it up here at the next game we'll have over on Diamond A. The 0-2 pitch from Jenkins. That's high for a ball. So Jenkins looking for the strikeout here. Next up, we'll have Germany against Newtown. As this one driven out towards right field, but it slices foul and drops near the gravel warning track along the right field line. So we'll have Germany and Newtown coming up in just a little bit today. That'll be the next game we got at this diamond. First pitch estimated to be around 12:15. Jenkins tosses that one down low. Newtown from Connecticut. And Germany, no explanation there, from Germany. Jenkins loops that one in for a strike. Catches Campos looking. Some nice movement on that pitch. So back-to-back strikeouts for Eli Jenkins here in the bottom of the second. Full disclosure, I forgot my laptop at home today, so I had to just pull up that schedule on the phone, dig through some emails, and find it. So we're doing things with limited technology today on the broadcast. We're getting by here. Here's Cesar Jaramillo up to bat for Panama, right-handed batter. Getting his first look against Jenkins, who skips that one in for a ball. So no balls, or 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Jenkins fires that one low for a ball. You see plenty of spectators and players starting to filter in throughout the various fields here. Just a cool atmosphere here. Players from literally all over the globe here in Crown Point. This one tapped away foul by Jaramillo. You get that feel when you have multiple games, multiple teams hanging around, almost like a regional tournament in college or high school. But here at even the lower level, it's pretty cool. Just see all the different uniforms, all the different hats around, and you see teams from the next game hanging out, watching the game from before. That's just always a fun atmosphere, no matter what level of sport. You see a team that maybe you've already faced, and maybe even a little mutual respect cheering them on. Just always kind of a fun day here at the ballpark. That'll be high for ball 4, so it's a 2-out base runner for Panama. And that'll bring
Walk brings up number 24.
Juan Parada up for Panama with 2 outs and a man on. Or the walk will actually bring up Jaramillo. I was off a beat on my scorebook. But here's Cesar. The 0-1. Swing and miss for strike 2. So that's Alvarado, who we saw coming to pitch over on second base. Now after he was able to swipe second. The 0-2 from Jenkins. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the second. 3 strikeouts for Jenkins despite the walk. After 2, it's Florence leading Panama by 10. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Back here, getting ready to start the top of the third inning. It'll be Kakelman, Griffith, and Beck to start things off for Florence, who are ahead by 10 runs here in Crown Point. To watch the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments, Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1 minute away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. Panama hoping to have a relaxed third inning here as they've allowed crooked numbers in each of the first 2 frames they've been out there defensively. So they're hoping now Bartoli on the mound can shut things down and try to keep them in this game, because
Number 23, Bryce Kakelman.
Another 5 spot here could bring up the potential mercy rule here, as 15 runs after 3 would put an early end to this game, and for Panama in the early stages of pool play here, trying to avoid that. First pitch from Bartoli, high for a ball. Pitch to the left-handed hitting Kakelman. And now Bartoli goes through his windup. This one, driven over to shortstop, the slide and the throw. Gets there in time after the delayed call. Nice play by Suarez to circle over that one. Fire over to first in time for out number 1.
To the plate, number 1, Graham Griffith.
Just a really smooth play over at short for the first out of the inning. And that's a good start for Florence defensively, being able to retire the leadoff man. That'll bring Griffith up with 1 out and nobody on. Griffith reached on a walk and later scored in the second inning. And he's ahead in this AB. 1 ball, no strikes. Bartoli goes through his motion. And this one driven right back up through the middle. Sliding in is Suarez. He throws. Not in time. It's a single with a nice defensive play, but good hustle by Griffith to beat that one out. infield single
Base hit brings up
for Florence's right fielder, and that'll bring the top of the order up, Tate Beck, who is 2 for 2 today with a run driven in and 2 runs scored. Get to work here. Again, really good play by Suarez there, but just even better hustle by Griffith. We've seen back-to-back good plays by Panama's shortstop there. Even though the runner reached, that was still good defense. Next pitch low for a ball, so Beck ahead, 2 balls, no strikes in this count. So the 2-0 from Bartoli. Misses outside for a ball. It'll go 3-0. So Beck, anticipating the pitch from Bartoli, loads up. That's inside for a ball. So they'll move Griffith from first to second and put Beck on first. Bring Eli Jenkins, the left-handed hitter, up.
Jenkins.
We saw Jenkins take over on the mound in the second inning and record 3 strikeouts. He's trying to help his own cause now, as Bartoli misses outside for ball 1. Day 4 of pool play here. Each of these teams have played 3 games. Both teams are 1-2, so the winner will improve to 500, and the loser will fall to 1-3 and will have a tough hill to climb. But still a lot of baseball left. The 1-1 pitch. Driven over to second and caught. Nice play by Gonzalez with the quick reaction there. Threw over to second, but Griffith was able to get back safely. A hard hit ball by Jenkins, but an even better catch by Gonzalez. That's one of those as a hitter. You feel good. You line it up, you got a good rip on it, but then you just hit it directly at a defender who was able to flash the leather and record out number 2. And this pitch driven over to Suarez at short. He scoops it over to second for out number 3 to end the frame. So despite the single and the walk, it's the defense of Panama that's able to shut down Florence in this half inning. After 2.5, it's Florence 10, Panama 0. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Bottom of the 3rd inning here for this pool play matchup between Panama and Florence. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 o'clock in Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City. Eli Jenkins stays on the mound for Florence as he recorded 3 strikeouts and a walk in the second inning, so kept the pitch count under 20, so they'll have him out there to do some more work in this inning. It'll be Parada, then Gonzalez, and Bartoli up to take some swings for Panama.
Leading off in the bottom of the third, Juan Padilla.
So Jenkins, the lefty on the mound, gets ready to face the right-handed batter, Parada. Here in the bottom half of the third inning, Jenkins goes through his windup. That's inside for a ball. Jenkins, as mentioned, pitching on International Left-Handers Day. Plenty of great left-handed pitchers to pull from, as that one takes a redirection off his glove, rolls over to short, and it'll be a leadoff base runner for Panama. And now here's Luis Palomino to bat for Panama. First pitch from Jenkins, taken high for a ball. Palomino, left-handed hitter, facing a left-handed pitcher. He swings over that one, evens the count at 1-1. So for Panama, you have to think they're trying to get some base runners going here. That's just their third base runner of the ball game. The 1-1. Inside for a ball, we'll go 2-1. And the comeback just starts with having runners on base. So Panama off to a good start here in this inning with nobody out here. Count evens up at 2-2 after that pitch taken for a strike. Just continuing to get runners on and try to scratch some runs across the plate. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But now we'll see Parada hustle on over to second base. So big strikeout there for Jenkins, his 4th.
Now batting, number 11, Adrian Gonzalez.
That'll bring Adrian Gonzalez up to bat here. Gonzalez, we saw him make a nice grab over at second base in the top half of this inning. Now he'll try to do some action offensively. And he chops that one over to left field. Opposite field rip from Gonzalez advances the runner over to third base. And so puts 2 men on with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. That was just good contact there by Gonzalez. You just love anytime you can see just one of the best plays in baseball when you see a left-handed batter just drop one over into left field, kind of beat the shift from the defense. And that's something coaches at all levels love to see. And here's another rip. This one drops. They'll try to make the play at second, but Panama gets their first run as Parada races across the plate there. Bartoli drives in a run there.
Base hit brings up number 30, Ian Vargas.
And so now Panama's up to something here with runners on first and second. And Vargas pops that one over to first base. It's caught, and the throw to second base in time, so it'll be a double play to end the inning. But not before Panama gets their first run of the ball game. We're through 3 innings here. It's Florence leading 10-1. Stick around. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Getting ready to start the top of the fourth inning here at Jerry Ross Park. Bartoli still on the mound for Panama, and he's responsible for bringing in that run in the bottom half of the third inning. So a big play for Panama to get them on the board here. And a reminder, at the conclusion of the day's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game as Hill sends that one out to center field for a leadoff single here in the fourth. But the Blue Collar Player of the Game brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. It's now Corinthian Stewart up to bat for Florence with a runner on first, nobody out. Bartoli goes through his windup and drops that one in for a strike. Stewart had a big RBI double in the first inning. Probably the farthest hit ball we've seen this afternoon. The 0-1 pitch. This one tapped away, fell for a strike. Will go 0-2. So Bartoli trying to work a strikeout here. He's ahead in this count. 0-2. Goes through his windup. Launches this one towards the plate. Just getting a piece of it is Stewart to stay alive here and get the foul ball. And that coaches love plays like that too. You extend the at-bat and tax the pitch count of the pitcher. And Stewart goes up in the zone, gets contact with that one over to second. They go to first, not in time. So it's a fielder's choice. Stewart was able to track that ball well and reach his base. So he was able to get a good read on that, drive it over to second base, and a good play by Gonzalez, being able to circle over that one, throw over to second in time, gave Panama a chance to record the double play, but they got the important part and retired the lead runner for out number one. That'll bring Ridge Moody up to bat here. That'll actually be Willis, Drew Willis, as he drops that one in fair territory for a one-out single. And here's Colin Russ, another pinch hitter in for Florence. So Russ facing Bartoli here with one out and two runners on. He sends that one back at Bartoli, who will throw to second. They'll get one out. Throwing to first. not in time. So, again, they get one runner out there, so that's big. Scooting over to third base was Stewart. Retired at second was Willis.
To the plate, number 23, Bryce Kackelman.
And they'll bring Bryce Kackelman up with runners on the corners and 2 away. So for Panama, strategically, there's a lot of different combinations you can make to get this third out. That puts them in a good spot here, where if the ball's hit in the middle infield, all you have to do is step on second base. If it's hit over to the right side, get it to first base. Or potentially there could be a scenario where they get the run at the plate, but you never know. First pitch to Kackelman, in there for a strike. And you can always just get the batter out, too. A strikeout would quickly end things. The 0-1 from Bartoli. Driven foul by Kackelman, staying alive. Righty on lefty matchup here. Kackelman had a single in the first inning and a ground out in the third. It's been a busy day offensively for Florence, but they've been stifled in the last 2 half innings so far. This one outside. They put up a 5 spot in the first, a 5 spot in the second, and then a 0, no runs in the third. And as of this at bat, scoreless here in the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Bartoli. Taken high for a ball, so 2s are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And so for Bartoli, you're just trying to end the inning with this pitch. Here we go. This one put in the air towards right center field. It's going to drop in to score is Stewart. Russ moves on over from first to third, and Florence increases their lead. They go to 11 runs to Panama's 1. It's an RBI single for Kackelman. And Griffith up to bat now with 2 away and 2 runners on. Here's the pitch from Bartoli. That one gets a piece of the batter, so that will load the bases. Griffith took one for the team there and will make his way over to first base. That'll bring the top of the order up. It's Beck. The home plate umpire out there has a conversation with Bartoli.
Now batting, number 13, Tate Beck.
So Beck steps into the batter's box with the maximum on and 2 outs. For Panama, trying not to panic here as you have the force out active anywhere. You're 1 out away from getting out of this half inning. But for Florence, you're thinking you can really increase your lead with 1 swing of the bat here if the ball is put in the right spot. Here's the pitch from Bartoli. Beck lets that one go by for strike 1. Jordan, the runner on third, Kackelman on second, and Griffith on first. Beck at the plate. Bartoli on the mound. Loops that one foul. The 1-1 pitch from Bartoli. Just misses for a ball. We'll go 2-1 here. The 2-1. Misses inside, or I think they're going to say that hit him. So it'll be an RBI hit by pitch for Beck, and it is now a 12-1 lead for Florence. And here comes Sebastian Arroyo to have a conversation with his pitcher, Bartoli. That will be it for Bartoli. So there is a pitching change. We will step aside while the new pitcher gets warmed up. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
New pitcher in for Panama here. It's Juan Parada, up for Panama, trying to keep the damage at what it is. It's an 11-run deficit for Panama here. Florence has added 2 runs in this inning, and there's potential for more with runners at every station.
Number 4, Eli Jenkins.
Eli Jenkins steps into the box here to hit. He's got Kakelman at third, Griffith is over at second, and Beck, the runner, on first. Parada goes for his delivery. This is outside for a ball, so the count will start off 1-0. There's 2 outs here, so the force is active at every base. So for the Panama defense, you just have to go wherever's closest in proximity to you. The delivery from Parada just misses for a ball, trying to hit the outside corner against the left-handed batter. Florence has a reliever up and working in their bullpen. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here for the new pitcher, Parada. He fires low for ball 3. It's 3-0. Kind of like what we've been saying, just the key, throw strikes here, and hope your defense can pick up after here. That's a good formula here in a game where you're trying to keep the damage down. This one goes through the middle of the infield, takes a hop off the base at second, and flies out to center field. 2 runs come across the plate. It's a 2 RBI single by Jenkins to increase the lead to 14-1 in favor of Florence. Griffith and Kakelman both come across the plate there. Beck ends up on second. It's been a big inning for Panama, and they've done most of this damage with 2 outs in the inning. The first pitch to Mitchell, taken for a strike, so the count will be 0-1. Carden Mitchell up to bat for Florence. Parada goes through his windup, fires. This one lofted out towards right field, And the catch is made by Padilla for out number 3. But it was a big frame for the visitors. They put 4 on the board. We're through 3.5, and it's 14-1 in favor of Florence. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. To the bottom of the 4th we go here. Florence with a big lead, and they call upon a new pitcher. Colin Russ, the right-hander, takes over. Griffin Hill got us started, and it was Eli Jenkins who did the bulk of the work, taking over in the 2nd inning. And now they'll call upon Russ to attempt to finish the job here in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Suarez, Gutierrez, and Campos, the 1, 2, 3 for Panama. Ernesto Suarez, the leadoff hitter. We've seen him make a few really nice plays over at short. It's arguably one of the most important positions on the whole diamond, where you want to have one of your top defenders, and he's made a few sliding stops and throwing over to first on a strike. So it's really important to have someone you can count on over there. Russ delivers to Suarez. Gets him to swing and miss for strike 1. Willis now in at catcher for Florence as well. Out of the windup is Russ. That one goes outside for a ball. Just a reminder that coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. The 1-1 from Russ. Outside for a ball. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. So 2-1 is the count to Suarez. That won't be high for a ball. We'll go 3-1. And so for Panama, trying to get base runners by whatever means necessary here in the bottom of the 4th, trying to prevent a game-ending half inning here. And Suarez drives this one opposite field. It drops in shallow right field. That'll be a leadoff single for Ernesto Suarez. Some good opposite field rip. Kind of just parachuted it down the line into fair territory. And now a pinch hitter for Panama, Axel Valdez. Sets up in the right-handed box. Russ misses outside. Valdez trying to keep things rolling here for Panama after the leadoff single. Trying to string together a couple hits here in this half inning. Russ delivers. High for a ball. Count goes to 2-0. Taking a look over at some of the other games we got going on. We see Vincennes leading Czech Republic 5-1. As the count now moves to 2-1. Vincennes ahead in that one in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-1. It gets in there for a strike. Count evens up at 2-2. So Rush trying to get his first out of this inning. Fires this one just high for a ball, so the count will be full at 3-2. So let's get ready for the payoff pitch here. From Russ, swing and a miss, strike 3. The runner's going over to second. The throw, they got him. His hand was off the bag. Suarez tried to swim over the tag. And it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Now bring Campos up here with nobody on the bases and 2 away. His team trailing by 13 here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch from Russ fouled away, so he'll fall behind 0-1 here. Campos trying to extend the day for Panama here in the last of the 4th. Russ gets the sign from his catcher. Kicks and fires. This one driven out to left field. Campos hustles down the line for a 2-out single. Was able to find that pitch high in the zone, line it up, and just drive it to left field. So Liam Alvarado now up for Panama. So some nice 2-out contact there by Campos. You never really know in baseball. Things can always change with one swing of the bat. Panama trying to just get some runs across the plate here. Alvarado pokes that one foul. So he'll start off the AAB down 0-1. Plenty of fans on hand here. Taking in a game between Florence and Panama. That pitch waved at for a strike. Willis tracks it down. Florence from Alabama. The count 0-2 with 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Russ fires. This one driven foul near the first base dugout. And there was catcher's interference. Willis's glove got in the way there, so Panama cooking something up. They have 2 runners on here with 2 outs here in the 4th. And let's see who they bring up to the plate here. It will be
Cesar Jaramillo.
Cesar Jaramillo, left-handed batter. So Jaramillo trying to keep it going here for Panama. He gets contact with that one, but it goes foul off to the third base side. So Panama getting 2 runners on here, both with 2 outs. Never say never. That's their attitude here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing 14-1. The pitch from Russ misses for Florence. Getting ready for the pitch is Jaramillo. He delivers. That's outside for a ball. So the count now 1-2. Russ kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jaramillo goes down swinging. And that'll do it here for this ball game. Florence takes the win by a score of 14-1. They struck first, and they struck hard here. 5 runs apiece over the course of the first 2 innings. And they would go on to win 14-1. We'll hand out some post-game hardware right after this quick break. Stick around. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
His primary objective was for
So we're wrapping things up here for this first game between Florence and Panama. Let's give out some awards here as it's time to name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 o'clock in Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City. So without further ado, the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game tonight. Let's go with Tate Beck, the leadoff hitter from Florence. Reached base 4 times, scored twice, had a bunt, an RBI single, a walk. Just was all over the scorecard for the visitors. And then we'll move on to the Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. We will go with, from Panama, we'll go with their shortstop. That was Ernesto Suarez. He made a few really nice plays, and that's kind of, when you talk about a blue-collar player, it's sometimes that underappreciated plays, some of that things that go unnoticed, but defense certainly always appreciated, and that's what makes a good blue-collar player. And the proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by the Region Sports Network. It's time to name the proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by the Region Sports Network. The proud Union Home Play of the Game for tonight is, we will go with the RBI double from Corinthian Stewart in the first inning. It was probably the hardest hit ball we saw today. That one almost went to the outfield fence. It was a good rip, and it drove in a run. So that will earn some recognition for him. Thanking some more people here. Big thanks to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, operations manager, Rich Castillo, coordinating producer, Zach Miller, sports director, Mike DeWan, for our entire broadcast crew here as well. From the staff from Crown Point, we'd like to thank Adam Whitehouse, the tournament director, Jay Patel, Joel Boomsma, and as well as Pat Weiser, For our grounds crew and press box operations, Sean Zimmerman, Josh Doolin, Ryan Keelan, Alan Pante, Dave Mays, and Dave Myers, as well as our viewers across Facebook/Region Sports Nation, YouTube on the Region Sports Network, and regionsports.com. This is Leo Staudaher thanking you for watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.